Every single day, scammers are stealing grocery money from Canadian seniors, and the government's real $950 payment is making it worse. Right now, hundreds of thousands of retired Canadians who spent their entire lives paying into this country are about to miss out on one of the biggest benefit increases in decades, not because they don't qualify, but because nobody told them what to do. If you collect CPP, OAS, or GIS, stop everything you're doing because the next 4 minutes could put up to $950 directly into your bank account, or save you from losing it forever. Welcome back to Global Updates 24, the channel that makes sure you never miss what's yours. I'm so glad you're here today because this is one of the most important videos I've ever made for Canadian seniors. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button right now and tap the bell so you never miss a critical update like this one. And if you've been with us for a while, do me a favor, hit the like button before we go any further, and share this video with every retired Canadian you know, because this information could save someone hundreds of dollars or protect them from a devastating scam. Now let's get into it, because there is absolutely no time to waste. Let me tell you about a woman named Gloria. She's 68 years old, lives alone in a small apartment in Oshawa, Ontario. She retired from a clothing factory 4 years ago. She collects CPP and a small old age security payment, and every quarter she gets a GST credit of about $133. That $133 is not extra money for Gloria. That is her grocery money for the month. Last Tuesday, Gloria was scrolling through Facebook when she saw a post about a new $950 grocery payment coming from the government on June 5th. She clicked the link. It asked for her social insurance number. She typed it in. Within 48 hours, someone attempted to redirect her CRA benefits to a different bank account. Gloria nearly lost everything. And here's the part that will shock you. The payment is completely real. There is a grocery payment arriving on June 5th, up to $950 for a single person, up to $1,190 for a family of 4. Gloria almost lost her real money chasing what she thought was a scam, but it wasn't. The scam was the link. The money is real. And today I am going to make sure you know exactly how to get every cent of it safely. Here is the full picture, because there is a lot of confusion spreading online right now, and I want to cut through every single bit of it. On January 26, 2026, Prime Minister Mark Carney announced a brand new federal benefit called the Canada Groceries and Essentials Benefit, the CGEB. On February 12th, Parliament passed Bill C-19, the Canada Groceries and Essentials Benefit Act, and it received royal assent the very same day. This is not a proposal. It is not a rumor being passed around on social media. It is the law of this country. Statutes of Canada 2026, Chapter 1. This is real. It is official, and it directly affects millions of Canadian seniors right now. So what exactly does this mean for you? If you have been receiving the GST/HST credit, that quarterly payment you get in January, April, July, and October, that credit is being replaced by this new benefit, and the payment amounts are going up by 25%. Not for 1 year, for 5 full years from 2026 all the way through 2031. But before that permanent increase kicks in on July 3rd, the government is sending out a one-time bonus top-up payment. That payment begins landing in bank accounts on June 5th, 2026. Think of it this way. Imagine the government fills a glass of water for you 4 times a year. That's your GST credit. On June 5th, they are going to pour you an extra half glass, a bonus equal to 50% of your total annual GST credit amount. And then starting July 3rd, every single time they fill that glass going forward, it will be 25% bigger than before, for the next 5 years straight. 2 separate increases. One is a one-time lump sum on June 5th. The other is a permanent quarterly boost starting July 3rd. Now let's talk real numbers because this is what truly matters to your life. Under the old GST/HST credit, the maximum annual payment for a single individual was $533. Under the new Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit starting in July 2026, that rises to $670 per year. For a married or common law couple, it goes from $698 up to $890. For each child under 19, it increases from $184 to $234. But when you combine the June 5th one-time top-up with the enhanced quarterly payments, the total a single individual can receive in 2026 reaches up to $950. A family of 4 can receive up to $1,890. The CRA confirmed those exact numbers in a press release on April 17, 2026. Let me walk you through 3 real Canadian scenarios so you can see exactly where you stand. First, meet Janet. She is 69 years old, single, living in Hamilton. She receives about $14,000 from CPP and $8,000 from OAS, making her total income roughly $22,000 a year. Under the old system, Janet received about $530 a year, approximately $133 per quarter. On June 5th, Janet will receive a one-time top-up of approximately $265. Starting July 3rd, her quarterly payments go up by 25%, so instead of $133, she will receive about $170 each quarter. Janet's total benefit for 2026 comes to approximately $945. That is over $400 more than she received last year. For Janet, that is a full month of groceries. That is real, meaningful money that changes her life. Now meet Frank and Mary. They are both 74, living in Edmonton. Frank has CPP and a small company pension. Mary has CPP and OAS. Their combined family income is about $41,000. Under the old system, they received about $640 per year together. On June 5th, they will receive a top-up of around $320. Starting July, their quarterly payments rise by 25%. Their total for 2026 comes to over $100. They were getting $640 before. They're now getting over $100. That is nearly $500 more. And they did not have to apply for a single thing. Now, the third scenario is the one I really want you to pay attention to. Meet Paul. He is 71, single, living in Mississauga. He has CPP, OAS, and he does some part-time bookkeeping. Total net income around $54,000 a year. At $54,000, Paul is approaching the maximum income threshold of $56,181 for a single person with no children. His benefit has already been reduced because of the phase-out. He's only receiving about $110 per year under the old system. His June 5th top-up will be approximately $55. His total for 2026 comes to about $200. Not the full $950, but still more than before. The key takeaway is this: the lower your income, the greater the benefit. If you are living on CPP, OAS, and GIS, you are very likely receiving the maximum. If your income is above $45,000, the benefit begins to shrink. And if your combined household income is above roughly $59,000 with no children, you may not qualify at all. Now, I need to share 3 hidden details about this benefit that almost nobody is talking about. And every single one of them could determine whether this money actually reaches your bank account. The first hidden detail will genuinely catch you off guard. The June 5th payment and the July 3rd payment are calculated based on 2 completely different tax returns. The one-time top-up landing on June 5th is calculated using your 2024 tax return. The enhanced quarterly payments starting July 3rd are calculated using your 2025 tax return. So if you filed your 2024 taxes but not your 2025 taxes, you will receive the June bonus, but your July payment could be delayed or missing entirely. And if you only filed 2025 and never filed 2024, you will not receive the June 5th payment at all. Both years must be filed. I will say that again. You need your 2024 and your 2025 tax returns filed and assessed to receive the full benefit in 2026. The second hidden detail is alarming. The CRA can take your entire June 5th payment, every single cent of it, and apply it toward a debt you owe the government. This is called an offset. It applies to unpaid income taxes, CERB repayments, EI overpayments, CPP or OAS overpayments, and even Canada student loans. The CRA's own website confirms this policy clearly. So you could be fully eligible for $265 on June 5th and receive absolutely nothing because the government paid itself first. If you think you might owe the CRA anything, even a small amount, log into your CRA My account right now at canada.ca and check your balance before June 5th. Do not be caught off guard by this. The third hidden detail is something that actually surprised me deeply when I reviewed the analysis. The poorest single seniors in Canada receive less from this benefit than seniors who earn around $20,000 a year. That sounds completely backwards, and it is. The GST-HST credit has a phase-in rule for single adults. If you are a single person with 0 reported income, your maximum annual benefit is only about $350. But if your income rises to about $1,150 or above, your benefit increases to the full $533. This phase-in design means a person with absolutely no income receives $181 less than someone with modest income. The Institute for Research on Public Policy flagged this design flaw and recommended the government fix it. The government chose not to, and with the 25% CGEB increase, that gap actually becomes wider. I want you to think about that. The most financially vulnerable seniors receive the least. It is a serious flaw in an otherwise meaningful benefit. Now let's go through the 5 most dangerous mistakes that could cost you this payment, because being aware of them is the only way to protect yourself. Mistake number 1, not filing your 2024 tax return. The CRA states it directly. To receive the June 5th top-up, you and your spouse or common law partner must have your 2024 tax return filed and assessed, even if you had zero income. Even if you owe nothing, researchers estimate that 10 to 12% of low-income Canadians do not file tax returns. Potentially over 1 million people who qualify and will never receive this money simply because they did not file. If you have not filed yet, do it today. The CRA will still assess your return and issue any amounts you're entitled to retroactively. You will not get the money on June 5th, but you will eventually receive it. Do not walk away from money that is legally yours. Mistake number 2, confusing the top-up amount with the quarterly amount. This misunderstanding is everywhere, on Facebook, on Reddit, in comment sections all over the internet. People hear 50% increase and assume each quarterly payment is going up by 50%. That is not what is happening. The 50% top-up is a one-time lump sum equal to half of your total annual GST credit, not half of one quarterly payment. If your annual credit is $400, your top-up is $200 paid once on June 5th. Starting in July, the ongoing increase is 25% applied to each quarterly payment for 5 years. 2 different increases, 2 different amounts, 2 completely different timelines. Make sure you understand both. Mistake number 3, not knowing the CRA can intercept your payment for outstanding debts. I covered this already, but it deserves to be said again. If you owe the CRA anything at all, for taxes, benefit overpayments, student loans, that June 5th deposit could be taken before it ever reaches you. Log into my account at canada.ca, go to Accounts and Payments, and check your balance right now. If you owe something, call the CRA at 1-800-959-8281 and set up a payment arrangement before June 5th. That one phone call could protect your entire top-up payment. Mistake number 4, clicking on scam links claiming to be related to the grocery benefit. This is exactly what happened to Gloria. She saw a Facebook post, clicked a link, and entered her social insurance number on a fraudulent website. And here is the most important thing I will say in this entire video. There is no application for this benefit. You do not need to sign up. You do not need to click any link. You do not need to call anyone to claim it. The CRA calculates everything automatically from your filed tax return. If anyone, on Facebook, by text, by email, by phone, asks you to enter your personal information to claim this grocery payment, it is a scam. The only legitimate source for any information about this benefit is canada.ca. Full stop. Do not click anything else. Mistake number 5, not realizing your payment might appear under the old name. The CRA has warned that the June 5th deposit may still show up in your bank account labeled as GST HST credit, not as Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit, because financial institutions are still updating their systems. So if you see a GST credit deposit on June 5th that is larger than usual, that is your top-up. Do not call your bank thinking there's been an error. That money is yours. It is correct. It is intentional. Here is your complete action plan. And I genuinely encourage you to pause this video right now and write these steps down. Step 1, log into your CRA My Account at canada.ca and confirm your 2024 tax return has been filed and assessed. If you don't have an online account, call 1-800-959-8281. If your 2024 return has not been filed, file it immediately, even with zero income. Use the CRA's free Simple File service or visit a free community tax clinic. You can find a clinic near you by searching Free Tax Clinics at canada.ca. Step 2. File your 2025 tax return immediately if you have not already done so. Your 2024 return determines the June 5th top-up. Your 2025 return determines the July 3rd enhanced quarterly payment. You need both filed for you to receive the complete benefit this year. Step 3. Check your CRA account for any outstanding balances. Go to Accounts and Payments in My Account. If there is a balance owing, call the CRA and set up a payment arrangement before June 5th, or that money will be taken before you ever see it. Step 4. Sign up for direct deposit if you are still receiving paper checks. Right now, nearly 4 million government checks worth over $2 billion are sitting uncashed across Canada. A check can get lost in the mail, stolen, or forgotten. Direct deposit takes 5 minutes to set up through CRA My Account or through your bank, and it ensures your money lands in your account on the exact date, June 5th, with no waiting and no trips to the bank. Step 5. If you have a spouse or common law partner, make sure they have also filed both their 2024 and 2025 returns. The CRA calculates your credit based on combined family net income. If your partner has not filed, your payment could be delayed or calculated incorrectly. Step 6. Mark these 3 dates in your calendar right now. June 5th is the one-time top-up payment. July 3rd is the first enhanced quarterly CGEB payment under the new 25% permanent increase. October 5th is the second quarterly CGEB payment. Those are the 3 dates that matter most for the rest of 2026. Step 7. Do not click on any link, respond to any text message, or share personal information with anyone claiming you need to apply for this benefit. There is no application. There is no form. Block it. Delete it. Report it. Remember Gloria from Oshawa? After realizing what had happened, she called the CRA fraud reporting line immediately. They flagged her account, blocked the redirect attempt, and because she had already filed her 2024 tax return, her June 5th payment is fully protected and on its way. She told me, and I'm paraphrasing, "I almost lost my grocery money trying to get my grocery money. If I had just known it was automatic, I never would have clicked that link." Since 2020, food prices in Canada have risen by 27%. The average family is spending nearly $1,000 more on groceries this year than last year. Nearly 1 in 3 older Canadians say the rising cost of living is their #1 financial concern. You spent your entire working life contributing to this country. You paid into CPP. You earned your OAS. You deserve every single cent that is coming to you. And today I hope I've made sure you're going to get it. If your 2024 return is filed and your income is below the threshold, your money is already on its way for June 5th. You don't need to apply. You don't need to call anyone. You don't need to click on a single thing. It will appear directly in your bank account. But if you haven't filed, if you have a CRA debt you didn't know about, or if you're still waiting on paper checks, take action today, not tomorrow. Today. That is everything you need to know about the $950 grocery payment coming on June 5th. If this video helped you, please do one thing for me right now. Share it. Send it to your spouse, your neighbor, your sister, your friend who just retired. Text it to someone you love. One share from you could protect a senior from a scam or put hundreds of dollars into the pocket of someone who desperately needs it. And if you haven't subscribed to Global Updates 24 yet, do it right now. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss a critical update like this one. I am here every single week covering the latest changes to CPP, OAS, GIS, CRA rules, and everything that affects your retirement income in Canada. You worked hard your whole life. The very least you deserve is someone making sure you never miss what's yours. I'll see you in the next one.